The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Media Mash,
A roundtable of Cowboys insiders
dropping wisdom
and offering sizzling takes
on the current state of your Dallas Cowboys.
Now, your host,
Newy Scruggs.
Media Mash time here on a Tuesday at the Star, getting ready for the Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football. Jerry World, you know the writers, your favorite people, Jean-Jacques Taylor, Bobby Belt, Nick Harris. I am Newy Scruggs. Well, guys, last time I was around the Cowboys, it was in Chicago. It wasn't pretty. The only good thing that happened for the Cowboys is when they left, they gave them these Lou Malnati individual pizzas. You got your deep dish Chicago pizzas, you went out of town.
Sloppy lasagna.
Did you get another one? I did not. Tommy Arish, though, from DallasCowboys.com was like eyeing it really hard. And I was like, I'll distract Glebe if you just want to go up and like get my, he's like, no, I don't want to get in trouble. I was like, I'm just kidding. But I think he was thinking about asking a player, like cashing in a favor or something.
It was good. That was the only good thing that came out of that Chicago trip here. All right, so let us start on the offensive line here. Tyler Booker, high ankle sprain here. Start with you, Nick Harris, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. I'm imagining TJ Bass is the guy here, and then after TJ Bass, who starts to become that backup center in case Hoffman's hurt and Bass has to go to center? Who's the third guy? Because I know before when I was watching I was watching the pregame warm-ups, they had Booker doing that. So where do they go when you start to think about contingencies here?
Yeah, if you start to talk about, if Hoffman or Bass were to go down, I think you would look at Trevor Keegan. He was the guy that the Cowboys claimed off the Eagles waiver wire right before the 53-man roster was made. He's been inactive these first three games. Was honestly surprised he was inactive in Chicago, but they're going to need him moving forward as a depth piece.
Trouble alert there. Here, right guard Tyler Booker out.
Yeah, it's a problem. I mean, at least the other dudes played a little bit. I mean, he's not like a disaster like you've never seen him. And could he be worse than some other guys we've seen this year at his job? I mean, you could always get worse, so I shouldn't say that because every time you think it can't get worse, it can be worse.
Well, I say that because one of the strengths of this football team, they've been able to run the ball decently here.
No, they got I think it's obviously going to be more challenging.
Okay.
And it's up to Shotty to figure out some ways to compensate. When it's not going to be easy, dog.
No. Mr. Belt.
Yeah, I mean, look, they probably need to, with the injuries to Lamb, the injuries along the offensive line. Right now, this looks like an offense that's pretty built and geared towards being able to run the football. And so I think that's probably got to be their identity for about the next 4 weeks or so. Because right now your tackles are not very strong in pass protection, but they've held their own in run blocking. And if you don't have the weapon of a CD out there and you've already got changes on the interior and you got Micah Parsons who loves his A-gap pressures coming into town, you might need to run the football this weekend for the next few.
Now, what's the problem with that? You can't run if you down 21-0.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's the problem.
I also don't love the run protection that Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass have proven and their limited starts since they've been with the team. I like Hoffman in pass protection. I like Bass sometimes in pass protection, but these guys, they allow some physical nature to get around them in the run game.
They're backups, and that's
Right, they're flawed.
Right. They're backups. I mean, I know some people were upset when they took Tyler Booker. Well, we got a perfect guy right there. Apparently, they said no for a reason, and to have guys here for a couple of games is one thing, but to have guys, another offensive line group here for a team that lost at the gun to Cleveland, I would suspect the Packers would say we should have won that football game and not had it get that far. They're coming into town, and you got to do Micah Parsons, who's coming to town to put on one of those Luka-like performances here when he comes to town, especially since he didn't get no tribute video. Just go.
I'm gonna put my own
video together.
Cowboys have 3 sacks on the season. Does Micah get over or under 3 sacks on Sunday night against this offensive line?
I'm gonna say, you got to make Bobby would tell us, you got to make the over 2.5.
Yeah.
Look, if the Cowboys' offensive line was healthy, I would bet the under.
Right.
But because I don't know with them being compromised as much as they're, I've just seen a number of different times in big moments. Micah Parsons wants to perform. Micah Parsons starts pressing, and Micah Parsons can get out of the game at times and isn't always consistent. And so I wonder if walking in here Sunday Night Football against the Cowboys, he might be walking in here pressing a little bit. I still think he's going to wreck shop. I think he's going to be an effective player, but I do wonder if it's going to be. I don't know that it's Luka dropping 50 in front of the AAC when he comes back.
Plus, they're going to scheme a couple things to help him out, even more than usual, because they want him to do well, because it's important to him.
Well, sure, and he can do well.
And he can.
Especially, you start talking about, all right, hey, here's Hoffman and Bass coming right through here. Somebody stop me. I know these guys. That's everything. I know what these guys can do. I've gone up against them. So definitely have an advantage in this football game here. And this is just an awful time to deal with the offensive line injuries and then bleed that over into CeeDee Lamb with a high ankle sprain here. And man, this is bad timing.
Now, did y'all have a problem with CeeDee running the ball?
No, it's worked in the past. It was a freak thing that could have happened on a reception as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been a staple of Shoddy's offense for forever. He will put receivers in the backfield, use them as running backs. CeeDee's had some success with it. Turpin's had some success with it. Honestly, I mean, like, I know a lot of people are like, well, he got rolled up on. Well, yeah, he got rolled up on, but he also clicked his own heel and kind of stumbled. And if that doesn't happen, I don't think he gets rolled up on right there. So, I mean, it's a stumble freak thing that I don't think had anything to do with running the football. But do I love the idea of just let's take CeeDee Lamb's frame and run him into the teeth of the front four or the front seven? Not always, but I mean, I get that's the reality of things that they like to run. And so that sort of thing's going to happen just as often if he's running a cross over the middle of the field and gets hit by a linebacker too. And so I don't love it, but I also don't think it's negligence or anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, yeah, I think I looked it up. He got like 57 carries or something? I mean, he's run the ball quite frequently.
That one didn't even count. That didn't even count as a touch.
I was looking at the play-by-play. I know he carried
Terrence Steele was holding on that play. Didn't even count as a play.
Dude, he's getting on my nerves. George Pickens. Can he? Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Go back into this about Lamb. And this is one of those classic situations that we question it because he got hurt.
Well,
but at the same time, we're saying this has been a part of who he has been as a football player.
No,
I don't want to. I can't blame them for going to a play that they have used before and it has worked. Just didn't work this time.
No, and I'm one of those guys. Now don't get mad at me. I'm a Jason Garrett process guy, not a results guy. Because you can have great, as long as your process is good, normally it works out over a period of time if you're any good at it. And so I don't care about the result as long as we do this all the time.
It's about...
Because the result can always be bad. You can call great plays and have bad results.
Yeah.
Yes, as they had a bad result. It was a holding call here. But you can't... I don't think they're good enough to be, well, you know what, CeeDee, you can't do this or that. Get your best players in football, right?
Yeah.
And
ain't that what we always say?
Right, players, not plays. Okay, so this is one of our best players, our best offensive weapon. Here's the ball. It just stunk that he got hurt on the play, and it is a high ankle sprain and everything that went with it. But I don't blame the play caller to say, oh, man, throw that away. You should never put that out there again. No, do it.
This mean more touches for Hunter Lemke now?
It better, man. You pay him, and then you're like, all right, we're going to put you on the bench.
El Boogie need a little run.
What's up with that, man?
El Boogie.
He told me he liked that, man. He told me,
I bet he did.
Lip service.
Hey, look, you're getting to the point right now. We're getting to that point. You're going to throw something. You're going to throw something in the kitchen sink these Green Bay Packers come Sunday night on NBC. This is I thought, and we talked a little bit about it last week here on the Media Mash, that Chicago as an 0-2 football team was going to come fight you. Nobody wants to go 0-3, especially at home.
True that.
They brought the fight. Now you got a team in here who lost a game they thought they should have won, and now they're going to try and, jump on the back of their boy, make him look good like the Lakers are passing Luka the ball left and right. Get it. Here you go. They're going to try and make him look good. So they're coming in here for a win. If you're Jordan Love, you're like, hey, man, I cooked these dudes in the playoffs. And if Russ can drop 450 and Caleb can sit up here and throw guys, now, if you're a quarterback or a receiver, this is my Pro Bowl time. Coach, I need plays this week. What you got for me?
Okay, it works in reverse. Shouldn't the team here be like, nah, it stops here. We can't be in back. Don't look at me like that, man. That's what it should be. I mean, we should walk by the meeting rooms right now, sneak upstairs past all the reams of security, and be like, they full because everybody's studying tapes, trying to figure out what has happened the last 2 weeks.
I don't think this team doesn't strike me as lacking fight or the mental toughness to just say, all right, we want to attack this, we want to stop it. Right. It strikes me that they may lack players this particular week. I mean, you've got a quarter of your starting offenses on the shelf right now. I mean, that's going to have an impact right there. You haven't gotten you've got your secondary, which is banged up right now. The guys who are healthy aren't playing very well. Your edge rushers haven't been playing very well. So there's a lot of different things here that are impacting you that I think go beyond fight. Like, they can want it as much as they want, but they've got to. They got to get healthier. And I mean, for me this week with Lamb out, I know they've been concerned. Schottenheimer's talked about, hey, we got to see consistency from Jaden Blue. To me, it's like you got to start putting dynamic players that you have on the shelf out there. And I know it may be faster than you want to, but extenuating circumstances say get Jaden Blue some reps this week.
You need your playmakers, man. You're down a playmaker. You need, however you can get somebody to make a play, you need them out there.
And that's going to be a challenge because your defense is not helping. You can talk about stopping the run, but it doesn't matter when they're sitting here dropping bombs on you left and right. 450 from Russell. Caleb Williams not sacked for the first time in his career in a football game. Ties a career high. Now you got a guy who's arguably a better quarterback than the two you faced the last two games.
It's the highest passer rating the Cowboys have given up in the first 3 games of a season in the history of the franchise.
Like 90,
it's 125. 125 opponent passer rating.
In the first 2 games, 92 points. I mean, this is a better offense that's coming in here this week, and a better quarterback and a running back who, this dude turned it up on you, man.
Now, see, this is bizarrely bad defense because this whole scheme is designed to do what?
Be safe, bend but don't break.
That's the wild part about it.
That's why it's so wild. Like,
it's like you finally got the run defense. So it's like, okay, we can dedicate some safety to the pass defense.
Which it's safe if people know where they're supposed to be. Like, I mean, that's the problem is that so consistently we keep hearing it from Schottenheimer, we hear it from Eberflus. You can see it. Like, you don't even have to hear it from them. You can see it on tape. This guy thinks they're in one coverage. This guy thinks they're in another. This guy, and you see like, okay, there's just seriously something off to where their ability to communicate what they're supposed to be doing in a given moment. Or, as Shotty kind of alluded to, pre-snap, when shifts start happening, when things start occurring before the snap, and everybody else gets the memo or sees it and goes, all right, we're moving to this now. There's always somebody on the field who doesn't. And then there's a problem, and then you've got open space. That's happened a lot with them.
It's a problem, man. It is a problem, and it's sad to watch, man. It is sad to watch. I picked the Cowboys to win that game. I felt like it was a must game considering you're going to have to come face the Green Bay Packers. And when you kind of go down that list of games you think that they should have gotten this year, I was going to say, I think all of us agree we had the Giants and Bears on the list of, what they were supposed to go get.
A couple other of those coming up too.
Yeah. It's not, and look at Russell Wilson's now on the bench.
Yeah.
Okay, Russ came out here. Oh man, we're cooking, Chef Russ. Maybe he still got something, man. Now next week, man. And I'll be anxious to see about Caleb Williams.
Man, Caleb going 18 for 34 for 189 yards this week.
And that's
2 picks.
Mark it down. That's what he's going for this week.
Who Chicago got this week?
No,
it don't even matter.
So that's like. That's like, when there's certain teams, your favorite college football team. There's certain, hey man, we got so and so on the schedule. Like, that's when you either get your letter, get your letter that day, or you tell the coach I need to get in there. It's like when conference play of the week, right?
Oh, yeah, it's at Vegas. It's Pete Carroll and the Raiders.
Oh, and Tom Brady was just in the booth this week, so we know what the Bears gonna do. So
exactly, yeah, he's got all the intel on Caleb.
Yeah,
he's done.
Got the whole playbook. Man. Pete winning this week. Let's take a break. We come back and Javian Clowney help.
Javian Clowney playing safety.
Ron Bland.
Next.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Look, school is starting and I'm just a kid. And let's be honest, I'm not going to shop for myself. But we can get up to 40% off back-to-school essentials on Uber Eats. Did I mention I need poster board for my science fair, lunch for my field trip, and unlined note cards for my history quiz tomorrow? Or were they lined? Anyway, Uber Eats has like all the back-to-school stuff on there. So come on, let's order now on Uber Eats and get up to 40% off. We're cool, right? Cool.
Not literally everything. Promotion ends 9/16 and is subject to change or cancellation. Exclusions may apply. Check app for availability.
Back to Media Mash.
Tostitos team bags are back. You can get the official chip of the Dallas Cowboys at your local store, available for a limited time. Scan the QR code or visit FritoLayExperiences.com for a chance to win an epic experience. And we're talking about epic experiences all season long. One lucky fan will win an epic game day experience and get to be a part of the Dallas Cowboys Thanksgiving traditions, courtesy of Tostitos. All right.
Yeah, baby.
Here in the Media Mash, we've got Nick Harris, the Star Telegram, Bobby Belt, 105.3, The Fan, got former Cowboy beat writer, and the author Jean-Jacques Taylor. I am Newy Scruggs. Javian Clowney did not play last week against the Chicago Bears, so I expect to see him on Sunday Night Football making his debut against the Green Bay Packers. Will it matter?
Well, it can't hurt. It should be. I mean, he should help him, make him better, right?
It could always hurt. Ask the Texans about C.J. Gardner-Johnson. It
Wow.
could always hurt.
Wow.
I mean,
Klein is a professional, even though he's been in like 7 teams in the last 6 years.
No. See, that's exactly why he's a professional. He is a mercenary. This is what he does. He comes in, he gets hired to come in here and make plays, and he'll be somewhere else next year making plays for another team that just needs to add a pass rusher. That's what he does. He'll be fine. That is what I imagine.
He don't have to go to training camp. He ain't got to deal with all the BS.
I think we'll notice him when he plays.
Good life. It's a good life.
So for me, when I think of Clowney and I think, okay, what's the best Clowney you could get? It's going to be a guy playing opposite of a really good pass rusher. So if you're telling me, here's Myles Garrett with Cleveland, there's Clowney. Yeah, that guy should be able to get home.
Right.
He can get home on some one-on-ones. If he was next to Micah Parsons, yeah, that would help. Mm-hmm. But
on this
considering
team?
Right now there's nobody getting home on one side for the Cowboys and Clowney's here.
Well, they have
I don't know.
They have a bunch of B and C pass rushers now. They don't have an A guy, and so it's a problem. I remember, to bring it all, make it all about me, I once told my son's AAU coach, you know the problem with this team? My son's the best player. He should be about the 4th best player. And a week later, they were getting beat 55-4 at halftime.
That's just that good sports writer analysis.
See,
about my child.
Here's the thing. If,
Like, look,
He
Coach,
wasn't
I've
no
seen
Kobe.
this movie before.
That's what I'm saying.
My child was no Kobe.
if Clowney's ramped up and Clowney's ready to go, and he would have been prepared for the Bears game, he's beating Braxton Jones once. Like, I mean, to me, that's happening. So, yeah, I think he's going to make an impact, and he'll be able to do things regardless of how much help he's got or anything else, because he is an older, savvy pass rusher. You look at some of the stuff he did last year with Carolina, he knows how to play the game. He knows how to play the position. So there's going to be some of these like young buck tackles that he can sun a little bit, and he'll be an effective player just from that perspective.
How many snaps can he play? 30?
Right now, to start, probably.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Nah, he's a better run stopper. But you're bringing him in on passing situations.
I'm thinking it's going to be 20, and so yeah. I mean, to me, if I'm Green Bay, as bad as the Cowboys secondary's been. I'm pushing Jacobs. We're gonna run. We're gonna run at you, and then when the play action comes, it will be lethal. But I'm bringing Jacobs at you. So that's what I'd be doing if I were Matt LaFleur.
I mean, this is also still, like, I was just having to look it up. I was curious. This is still a heavy rotation defensive line, as Matt Eberflus comes from that line of thinking like Marinelli does, and Aaron Whitecotton comes from that, which is something San Francisco does a lot of. Who leads the team among the defensive linemen in snaps, do you think?
Should be Odigizua.
It's Kenny Clark. He's played 64% of the snaps this year. So they're not giving anybody big run out there. Like, I mean, it's a heavy rotation where everybody's between like 30 and 60% of the snaps.
How's that working out?
They're fresh.
Oh, efficiency in the run game. That's working out. They're not getting home to the quarterback, though. So, the pressure counts are there. They're just not getting home.
But they were supposed to scheme pressure.
They're scheming pressure. They're not scheming sacks.
Look, it's tough sledding right now. So Brian Schottenheimer spoke at his press conference. Okay, we're going to work on some stuff. What do you really work on at this point in time when there's a talent? It seems to be a talent deficiency here.
I think Bobby hit on it. You can work on communication. So if everybody just be where they're supposed to be, we can be an average defense as opposed to a bad defense. And if you're average, then the offense can do what they do, and maybe we can win some games.
The players did talk about, we were doing the post game, the players did talk about just communicating and better at communicating and working together with each other. And I didn't want to be a jerk when I said it, but there's a way I tried to say, but we kind of heard that last week. Why can't it happen? Why isn't it happening?
Yeah, I mean, Brian Schottenheimer has, if you want to just talk about verbiage and language, his offensive terminology is some of the most lengthy, complex that exists in the NFL. Like he has very long play calls. There's a lot of different terminology there. I haven't seen issues with the offense being able to communicate and keep up and, have issues with any of the audibles or anything else. I don't know why this is such an issue here. And I'd be interested to go back. It's probably something that I need to look through this week. I'd be interested to go look back and see how many different times in the Chicago media over the last 3 years there was something being explained away as the secondary is not communicating very well. Because if that's the case, there's something wrong.
I was going to say, the one thing we haven't talked about, which is very, I know the word, but I can't remember it because I'm having an old man moment, which is perhaps there's a learning issue, meaning like they're not teaching it in a way that players are comprehending or that players aren't getting. Some players are visual, some players need to hear by word, and maybe they haven't figured out, oh, shoot, Taylor can't comprehend it like this. I got to find another way to teach it because he's not getting it.
Yeah.
Because when your whole class is flunking, as somebody who taught at SMU for 14 years, you got to look at yourself, not just the students.
One player told me they were thinking too much in this game. Three different coordinators, just out here thinking too much.
Now, did you believe that, or was that just a convenient excuse?
Well,
I'm just asking.
No, and I talked to the player who had played in the same system, college, and did his thing. So, and it was an off the record conversation. So
right.
It wasn't like he
need a reason to lie.
Right, he need a reason to lie. But we just see like the whole flea flicker play. You're watching that thing and it's like, man, how is this still? It's week 3. These guys are still trying to figure out what they're doing here.
But that play is designed to fool you. He got caught slipping on that. But that one's designed to fool you. Yeah. Like the tight end wide open without somebody within 10 yards, that would bother me more.
So I'm just seeing too much. But I go back to Zimmer last year. Okay, it took Zimmer first couple games. Like, what are we doing here?
It took him a while to figure out his personnel. I don't remember there being communication busts like.
Oh, it wasn't this way. This looks like the Nolan stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Okay, this looks like the Nolan stuff. But even then, it was like, okay, guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And then Nolan had to finish his thing and break it on down. So I don't know. I'm just talking to that particular player.
And look, I mean, if you go back over the history of recent years, Dan Quinn, the first 8 games he was here, it was the worst the defense was in the 3 years he was here. Like the back half of that year and the next 2 years, the defense was at its strongest. You're figuring out your personnel. Okay, fine. Zimmer started the year last year. All right, he had to figure some things out. He had to figure out what can this guy do. All right, let's figure it out. And then they got there. Eberflus does deserve probably a grace period here to all right, let me learn what these guys are good at, how they learn, how they what they excel at, how their pre-snap recognition is, how their post-snap recognition is. There's all these different things out there that I would imagine Matt Eberflus is trying to work through and understand his players. Yeah. But there's got to be – I don't know how complex the communication would have to be for guys to understand, like, you don't have safety help behind you. So don't act like this is cover 2. Like, you've got to know what's happening here.
And he expected a more intense pass rush, because if you're getting hired as a defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, you're building that defense around Micah Parsons. And then Micah Parsons gets yanked from you the week before the season.
But also as a guy who comes from a scheme that, and I think Eberflus has even said this, the most important position on the field for his scheme is the 3 technique. It's been pretty quiet from the 3 technique as well.
No, it's been real quiet.
And just go back to what you're saying, Nick. Okay, you think you're going to have Micah Parsons, and the guys who are here are giving you nothing. Sam Williams.
Man.
Okay, Sam, how much talking did Sam do last year about not playing, give him a chance, Well, here it is, brother. You're not seeing it. Donovan Ezaraku, the rookie, looks like a rookie out there. You come back, here's Dante Fowler comes back after getting the 10-plus sacks in Washington. Just a dude out there.
Less than that.
So yeah, this is bad, because even the guys you thought you had, they're giving you nothing. It's Micah's gone and nobody's doing anything here. So yay, Kenny Clark's here.
It's just the pips, man.
It's on the pips at least.
No.
Pips at least get the moves down. they weren't confused about the moves. They weren't doing a scan pointing, looking out there like where we at now. The Pips knew the moves. Right now it's tough. It's tough to watch.
The big question that's being asked is it scheme or personnel? And there's so many different talking points to both of those
It's
being
probably
the
both,
issue.
right?
Both.
The biggest one to it being a scheme issue is the fact that Malik Hooker has thrived in the Eberflus scheme before when he was in Indianapolis, and he worked, and that made sense for him, and that's where he kind of had his career revival after not working out as a first-round pick initially. And then you talk about it being a personnel issue, because the most consistent defensive back over the course of the last couple of weeks has been Reddy Stewart, and there's no reason why Reddy Stewart should be the most consistent defensive back unless he's had experience in this system and it makes sense for him a little bit more.
Man, you guys asked a question on the show. Jerry, in-season coaching change.
Man, we already there?
Baby, that's
we just said I just
We're
said
already there?
all I said, I wanted something on the record early. I just said, you told us last year you're never going to make an in-season head coaching change again. I'm just curious, does that philosophy apply to assistants and coordinators? That's it. I just want to know.
We can't even get out September before Bobby started trouble.
I could have been talking about somebody else. He doesn't know who I was talking about. There are a lot of coaches on staff.
Shoot, the Titans today made a decision on changing their play call. That was what you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, hey, do you see what the Titans did with Callahan and seeding the play calling?
Falcons fired the wide receiver coach.
I know they've done. I mean, they've fired a coach, an assistant coach mid-season in the last 7 years.
Offensive line.
They fired Paul Alexander 9 weeks into the job.
Poor Pat Doney did a whole big story of Paul playing
the piano.
This glowing feature.
Him and his Heinz ketchup, Paul Alexander.
I'm like, man, everything you touch sometime. Pat will like you, man, then something bad will happen to you, man. Something bad will happen to you.
Noted.
It is. We call it the Doney curse, man. My man through the curse. I was like,
and it lulls you because you just see that smiling Pat face coming and all the positivity.
Pat.
And you're like,
positive Pat.
Yeah.
Positive Pat, man.
Positive P.
I was like, oh, man. You thought you was going to re-air that story later on, like Thanksgiving or something. No, can't. One and done on that one.
Submitted for an award.
So I heard the question. I understood it. But I just kind of said to myself that before Jerry, it's like, man, Jerry can't be mad at him without being mad at himself.
And he ain't never be mad at himself. Not when he took his pass rush away. Yeah.
Right. Like, this is if the DC got to go, the GM got to go. I mean, you did it. You did it. I mean, you put him there, and we can say do a better job. Maybe you want to play some more man, whatever scheme wise. But the general manager didn't help the defensive coordinator.
No, because the other problem is if you need to rush with 4. You just got rid of your elite pass rusher, and the other guys have never proved individually that they can be anything other than average pass rushers. Even Dante Fowler, he's just an average pass rusher.
I'll say if communication issues keep going on for several weeks and this doesn't get any better, at that point there would need to be some coaching accountability. And that was, in large part, that's why he didn't finish the season with the Bears last year, is because there were issues of players feeling like there wasn't accountability. And so, I mean, that'll be something that if it doesn't get ironed out relatively quick, they're going to need to start asking themselves hard questions, do some self-scouting.
Do personnel changes happen before that happens, though? It would have to.
Shoddy was sounding like it would. I mean, to me, like at this point, I'm not even interested in who's the most talented player you can play in the secondary. I'm just going like who knows what who's caught like when they put Dennis Houston out there a couple years ago, and they went, well, he knows where he's supposed to be. Just get me the guys who know where they're supposed to be consistently, and that should fix a decent amount already.
Wanye Thomas season, the savior.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your savior speaking, Wanye. But Jerry said, help's on the way.
Is he coming back?
He said that in the form of Deron Bland coming back, and he thinks Savone Revel is on the horizon too. He's eligible
put all
to come
that
off.
pressure on the 3rd round pick.
Rookie out of East Carolina who hadn't played football in nearly a year.
Come on, man. Stop it.
That's what he said.
It is funny because Savone Revel's pops actually just responded to that tweet about Jerry mentioning that. He said 2 rookies started and played for Philadelphia, with one coming off a major injury. He didn't make it this far, talking about Revel, with the believers. He made it this far because of the non-believers. He's built for this-ish.
Okay.
I'm surprised his dad would say that.
Yeah, let's save that for the first time you give a touchdown.
I was expecting the jock line of like Savone should be the 5th best corner here in the room, and he's the best, and that's a problem. I was expecting that.
See,
and so this is the part that gets me a little bit worried, because the general manager is counting on a 3rd rounder that he's never seen play or practice significantly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of pressure to put on a guy or think that, hey, man, we're expecting you to come in here as a rookie and help this really bad defense. Be one thing, hey, man, Deion's got this side covered here. You just go ahead and do your thing here. I mean, they got no side covered around here. And just say, hey, man, get out here, go swim. That's unfair.
That's a definition of desperation.
Right.
You're like, oh, yeah, we got that guy.
Right.
Who I've never seen before.
And yeah, and you think Jordan Love, Mr. Ravel. I mean, receivers are going to be hands. I mean, it's unfair. He's not playing this week against Green Bay, but when Jerry says reinforcements and help is on the way, and it's never done it in the league, and then how long can he go? I mean, it's a lot of unknown. Even he doesn't know. I mean, Britt Brown can tell him something, but we get to see him out here doing it.
Yeah, and every case is unique, and it's a different question completely. It's different injury related, everything else like that. But I mean, within the last decade, this team has seen a 3rd round corner step in and have to play a significant amount, and played pretty well. Jordan Lewis did it in 2017. Was playing better than Chidobe Awuzie was that year. And so, I mean, they've seen it before. It's a big ask, but it's not like they haven't seen that before. And Ravel was a guy who, if not for being hurt, was thought, okay, this might be a 2nd or even late 1st type of player. And so, I mean, if it's just a guy who is made sure to stay on top of the classroom stuff and understands the signals and the communication and all that, well, then that's not even half the battle. That's 3/4 of the battle right now.
All right. Final segment coming up here. I want to dive into Dak Prescott's game in Chicago here and just get your thoughts on that. So, Jacques, Bobby, Nick, I'm Newy. This is a Media Mash.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Look, school is starting and I'm just a kid. And let's be honest, I'm not going to shop for myself. But we can get up to 40% off back-to-school essentials on Uber Eats. Did I mention I need poster board for my science fair, lunch for my field trip, and unlined note cards for my history quiz tomorrow? Or were they lined? Anyway, Uber Eats has all the back-to-school stuff on there. So come on, let's order now on Uber Eats and get up to 40% off. We're cool, right? Cool.
Not literally everything. Promotion ends 9/16 and is subject to change or cancellation. Exclusions may apply. Check app for availability.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/cowboys.
Back to Media Mash.
Cowboys Nation. Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, is exclusively in the Dallas Cowboys app. Join the official fan club today to receive access to Cowboy Drops, where you can win game tickets, autographed items, exclusive experiences, and more. Download the app now to join. You're in the Media Mash. Nick Harris of the Fort Worth Star Telegram, Bobby Belt, 105.3 The Fan, the official radio station of the Dallas Cowboys, and former Cowboy beat writer John and Jacques Taylor joins you. I am Newy Scruggs. Okay, Dak Prescott. First half was, they were doing some things. First drive, the Cowboys moving down the field. Then Javonte Williams gets stripped, and then came the touchdown bomb. Yeah, it went downhill.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
It was a bunch of small stuff that ruined them. You know, you got the Javonte fumble. You got Tyler Guyton, 3rd and 2 or 3 in the red zone, illegal procedure. You got then he whiffs on 3rd and 3. You get a sack. I think still had a holding call on 3rd and 4 that had been converted. There's all these little plays that they screwed up on. But that is what bad teams do, bro.
Yeah.
George Pickett's handing an interception to the Bears.
And
Handing it to him. Couldn't have placed it in his lap.
And we sit around here talking about Dak, and what have we all said at various times? Dak in the mid-30s, 33 to 35 attempts. That's the best Dak you get. Well, he's already been over 40 a couple times this year.
They lead the NFL. The Cowboys doing pass attempts.
And what did Shotty say all offseason? We want to run the ball. We want to be physical.
Which I do think, to his credit, the running game looks better than it did last year at this time.
Tremendously.
And the Giants game, for instance, like they could have wanted to run the ball all they want. They were gonna they necessitated getting into a shootout at that point.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
The way your team is constructed and your defense is playing, you can't do what you want to do, which is run the ball and control the game. You got to pass it. And it's a bad combination right now.
It's so funny because if someone from the future came into this podcast room at the beginning of the season and said the Cowboys are going to run the ball well and they're going to stop the run this year, we'd be like, damn, 14-3.
Yeah. So Dak's final line: 31 completions on 40 pass attempts, 251 yards, averaging 6.3 yards a attempt, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, and 2 sacks in the football game with a QBR of 40.0. So that's what he had going on there. So
he was getting that ball out fast.
Yeah.
He was, out of those 40 attempts, I think 33 of them were short of 10 yards through the air. That sounds like somebody or a team right now that just doesn't trust their ability to pass protect.
Jake Ferguson, 12 for 68.
Putting up that Michael Thomas stat line.
Yeah,
great. You got 170 catches that year, Michael Thomas, and 830 yards or whatever you did. Sorry, that's the Ohio State.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna leave the Buckeye slander alone, but there was a smidgen of truth to it.
Yeah, and it's as I told somebody, Dak's not the problem.
Yeah,
but you're a part of the problem here, and that's.
Well, he's not the solution.
No, the solution. First off, hey, look, this guy couldn't win a shootout right now with the way this defense is going. This couldn't even be a good Big 12 team right now. What's happening here?
Stop.
It couldn't be. No.
I'm trying to think which Big 12 team I would pick them over.
To win?
Colorado? No, to stop them from scoring a touchdown. Just one touchdown.
Colorado.
Stop.
No,
Texas Tech look good, man. They have a good defense.
And they got an NFL roster.
You bought it, yeah. Baby.
I mean,
I'm not mad at Joey for buying it either.
Exactly.
You know what? Get some ROI like Ohio State did. It's just always we want to decide who bought too much and who we don't like buying. Texas Tech buys them, we got a problem. Your boys buy them, everybody act like it's cool.
Well, we ain't bought them like Texas and Oregon bought them.
Bought a national championship. $20 million roster last year. What you buy? I mean, that last that team was bought. And
that was retaining our own dues. That was not going out in the marketplace very much.
The lies we tell ourselves.
Yes.
You won a championship and you paid for it, and good for you. You would hope anybody's team would say, yes, let's go pay for it. I would hope so.
Yes.
If you can go get the dollars and the donors, let's go win. This be in it to win it. I'm not mad at Ohio State. And I give Ryan Day a lot of credit because he got them to play. I mean, have we seen any other school who's misused funds more than Texas A&M through the last 50 years?
Ain't got nothing to show for it.
Gosh, I mean, all that cash you done spot and people on the side and you can't even win a conference championship in the SEC. Can't even get to the SEC championship game. Yeah. So yeah, man, do it. I would love to see Joey playing in Arlington.
I ain't mad at Joey. Turn the horns loose.
Some other people were at the Big 12 media day. Well, it was nasty. You were there, Nick. Well, there was some jealousies going on out there. People just didn't even hide it. Go talk to your booster club, man.
Yeah.
Go talk to your people.
Everybody got the same checkbook.
Now, one of them's on the street today, Mike Gundy.
He had to.
He did have to. After that, can't survive that.
They put that pornographic number up on them against Oregon.
Tulsa. Tulsa, though. Tulsa.
And then lost to Tulsa. I mean, that's 2 embarrassments in a row. You got to go. And the mullet. Hey.
You know, and once again,
amongst other things,
here comes another problem of another university, and this is almost what Jerry did with McCarthy. When you see it's not there, then let it go. Why are we bringing it on back? Why are we trying one more time? There was enough there that told you didn't like it. Enough was there with McCarthy that Jerry didn't want to give him a contract. He said, man, let the man go. Last year they go to Gundy, and man, we got to give us some money back. We're not sure. Let the man go. Let him go. Now you're sitting around here. The season's gone. Good luck trying to sell the rest of your tickets. Recruits can go now under the new policy. He's fired. They can get out the door. Good luck. Good luck. So when you're not sure, just go ahead and pop that thing, man. Don't keep on letting it roll on because
same applies to relationships.
I'm gonna quote that for the rest of my life. If you're not sure, pop that thing.
No comment. Notice I didn't say anything.
I just quoted somebody. That's all I did.
I keep this PG over here.
I hate you.
That's because you're single. Your girls still watch the show.
Hey, while we're on the topic of college football, how about those North Texas Mean Green? 4-0. That's all I'm saying.
But got South Alabama this week. You know what?
Second highest playoff odds of any Group of 5 team right now.
Enjoy it, because all your people going Power 4 next year.
Look, and if they get us a playoff berth on the way out,
right? Exactly.
So be
it. Who cares? Who cares?
So be it.
Who cares? I'll be there.
Because the coach going with him. He taking the quarterback with him. Where he going? Okie State.
I'll be there. Do you want that?
Florida.
I don't want it. You know who Florida? Florida needs to hire Fran Brown.
I would love that.
That's who they need to hire.
Fran, I told somebody Fran ain't gonna be coaching somewhere in the South.
Yes,
he's gonna be somewhere in the South, and I know this. Between TCU, Baylor, Tech, one of them won't be there next year.
Baylor.
You know where Fran used to coach?
Baylor.
That's not a step up from Syracuse, is it?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Syracuse has more money to throw around to build a roster.
Baylor had one spot with RG3. They ain't done none before since.
Yeah, I think I would stay at Syracuse and wait for a SEC job personally.
Baylor's just a... You go to Baylor to go somewhere else. You're at Syracuse to go somewhere else. So that's a lateral move to me.
Don't tell Chris Beam that. Beam loves it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beamer.
Don't do a Beam like that, man.
Yeah, I got quarterback. That's about it.
Don't do Beamer like that, man. Baylor. We got Baylor fans here on the program. Sick 'em.
Sick 'em, Bears.
You ain't say that with no passion.
It's hard to get passionate about Baylor.
He's wearing the Baylor yellow today.
Yeah.
Baylor, you gonna be on the Baylor line?
Yeah.
You and Matt.
Yep.
You gonna rush the field before the game?
Yeah.
Go out there with Matt, rush the field, sunglasses on, rush the field.
Cankles showing.
I just want more Dave Aranda analogies. That's what I want.
Yeah. More, yeah.
Yeah, just stop there.
Yeah. We'll just leave it there.
Cowboys are practicing tomorrow.
You let this get off the rails.
Hey. Dave Aranda, defensive coordinator, Dallas Cowboys 2026. Who says no?
Speaking of that.
Shoddy.
Eberflus.
Hey. I would love it for coordinator availability, personally. Give me that coordinator availability every Thursday afternoon.
What did Eberflus sign? 3-year deal, 2-year deal?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Assistant deals are standard with the Cowboys 2 years.
Nick, find that out for tomorrow's show.
Gotcha.
All right,
We'll do.
Let's do that. For tomorrow, Nick Harris. Bobby, you back tomorrow?
Yep.
You back tomorrow, JT? You
Yes,
back
sir.
tomorrow? Okay, all right. The gang's all back tomorrow. I'll be back here too. Chris Bean will be producing. Right here.
God
Media Mash tomorrow, right here on DallasCowboys.com.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!